evening, everybody. Coming to you tonight to give you a little update on our project for Christmas for children in Haiti. You can see it on the picture that's on the screen behind me. We're working to give a lot of kids Christmas in Haiti that normally would not have the opportunity to have anything like that. For your donation, $25 or more, I'll send you a cup that says I pray for Haiti, and have that as a reminder to keep you praying for Haiti. We've been working since the beginning of October to get this funding together and get things going and get the money into Haiti. We made our first Western Union transfer this week of $500 into Haiti so that they have that they can begin to prepare on their end. I shared with you a little bit last week, one of the reasons that we're having a little bit of a crunch, and maybe we're getting this done a little bit early. One, I want to give them, Leslie and his team in Haiti, plenty of time to be able to purchase what they need for the children. Sometimes shopping there, it's not like here, you're not going down to the mall in Haiti and buying things. It takes a while of getting around, visiting different stores, going to different places, trying to find what you can. Sometimes when you do a project of this nature, you buy out everything that they have. And it requires quite a bit of legwork, quite a bit of getting around town, and it requires, as we would say, all hands on deck to get those things done. So we wanted to give them time to do that by doing it this month in October instead of later on and closer to Christmas. The second reason, and I shared with you a little bit last week, is the government in Haiti has taken some control of the money transfer situation. They have taken control of MoneyGram, Western Union. There's another big one down there that's big in Central America, South American stuff, and through the Caribbean. I can't think of the name at the moment, but they have, what they've done is they are now dictating what those people and what those places can do as far as money transfers. No longer can they get American money. It can't be done in U.S. funds anymore. And they're stipulating how much money they can get for an exchange. The official exchange rate, I didn't look at it today. Maybe I should look at the official exchange rate today and see what it is. But the government has said that if you send money through Western Union, that it is regulated to about 64 goods to a dollar. The official exchange rate today is 107.7 goods to an American dollar. So the Haitian people are getting shorted quite a bit from funds that are flowing into the country. And the government has done that for whatever reasons they have. All the financial places that I can read and I can check up on, they say it's what it's going to do is crash the Haitian economy before Christmas gets here and cause real problems. But effectively, it's doubled the price of everything for the Haitian people, because the money that they get transferred is regulated as to what they can get it at, but the price of goods has not changed. The price of rent has not changed. The price of getting water has not changed any at all. So it's not a good situation for them. So we're moving, right now it's at 62 to 64. It's been bouncing back and forth every other day or so. The government has stated before Christmas time they want to get that down in the low 40s. So the sooner we get them the money, the better off we are in getting it transferred over. So that's one of the reasons that we're making the big push this month. So we're coming to you, asking you to join with us. We are right now, last Sunday I told you we're at $600 through the first week. And through the second week, we are now at we are at $875. Another $275 has come in this week. So we're at $875 total. I want to send at least $1,000 into Haiti. And I know that with the help of you, that you can help us get beyond that. I think at this point, the first couple of weeks, we've gotten to $875. Let's see if we can get to $1,200 or $1,250, push it over the top a little bit. There's a lot of my friends that I haven't heard from as I have in times past. And, you know, I could pull one of my father's little tricks and call you out by name, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not him, and he gets away with stuff like that, and I don't. It gets me in trouble every time. But there's a lot of you pastors we've been friends. We've known each other, and we've supported each other in ministry for a long time. Join in with us. Bless your church. One of the things that I've learned throughout my time in ministry, 38 years, I guess, since I started. Coming up in December, it'll be 38 years. One of the things that I've learned and I have paid attention to is that missions-giving churches always seem to be strong churches themselves, well-grounded, and they seem to be strong financial churches because of their giving. And I have seen that take place. I mentioned my father a little bit ago, but when I was working with him a few years back, the church that we were at ran into a little bit of financial problem. We didn't have what we thought we had. And he walked in on a Sunday morning and shared with the congregation exactly where we stood at financially. And he said, I need to take an offering of X amount of dollars today. And every penny that you give today, we're going to write out a check and we're sending it to the mission field all around the world to a number of different missionaries. And that's exactly what he did. We got done with service on Sunday night. He was back there with the church treasurer, and they had some checks lined up on the counter. And he signed checks. They filled them out, and they put them in envelopes. He had already had the envelopes addressed and stamped. They stuck them in the envelopes, and I was with him. We stopped at the post office in the drive-through mailbox and dropped them in the post office that night. And from the situation where we were at, which was not good, within 2 weeks, we had not only given away close to $10,000, but we had that much and more back in the church accounts because God is faithful. Jesus said, as you've done unto the least of these. And I think one of the things that strikes me so much about being in Haiti, you can't get any more to the least of these than what you have in Haiti. I've been to places that have just really been devastating in their poverty and in what they have. And I think the thing that strikes me most is what they have in a sense of hope. Ghana, West Africa was a hard place. I was there 2 times in the late 80s. And then I've been to Haiti, I don't know how many times throughout the years. My first trip was with my parents. I was 8 years old. And I'll have to share that picture with you one day because I got a picture of us standing outside of a church. But I was 8 years old and I've never forgotten it. The situation that those people are in and what they have dealt with from generation to generation to generation to generation, and it just doesn't seem to get any better. You don't get a better description of the least of these. Most of the stores in Haiti and the markets that people are buying things at, those goods that they're buying have been shipped to Haiti because somebody's bought them from a Salvation Army store or a Goodwill or St. Vincent de Paul, and they fill up shipping containers and they send it to Haiti. And you'll see people in their shops, like a little shoe shop or something, and they'll be outside with a little bucket of soapy water and a toothbrush, and they'll be scrubbing up used shoes that came from the United States and cleaning them up to look like brand new, and then they'll hang them up for sale in their shop. A shirt, they'll take it and they'll hang it on the hangers, and there's one place I've always noticed right off the main drag heading up toward the grocery store and the restaurant and stuff that there's a chain link fence there. And they hang the new shirts and dresses and stuff with the hangers on the chain link fence, and they have a dry cleaning plastic cover over them. They haven't been dry cleaned, but you go by there and you buy the shirt or whatever, they keep the hanger, they keep the plastic bag, and they reuse it. And that is the best that they have. That's what most of the people in Haiti, that's how they're getting their clothes, that's how they're getting their goods. It's recycled stuff from here. You're talking about the least. And the kids that we're talking about are in some of the poorest areas in the central part of Haiti. And I want you to help us. We're going to get you some pictures and some video to share with you after Christmas and what happens here in Christmas in 2020. But some of if you watch the pictures and the videos at the beginning and the end of this little presentation, those are from the last 2 years, 2018, 2019, of some of the things that have gone on. I can't tell you what goes through a child's mind getting a gift that they're probably not going to get anything at home. This is the only thing that they're going to get. They're aware of Christmas. They're aware of the gift-giving traditions. They're just not aware of ever receiving anything for themselves. Be a blessing. Join with us. Our slogan here at Global Provision is give and share life. And that's all I'm asking you to do. Join with us to give and share life to some young children in Haiti. Let them have a Christmas experience like they've never had before. Be a blessing to them, and God will be a blessing to you. I don't know how to stress it other than that. We're so close to $1,000. We're at $125 away, but I know that now that we're this close to it in this amount of time, we can go beyond it. globalprovision.org. Go on the website, check us out. PayPal, chuck@globalprovision.org. Email us if you can't get anything done those ways. I'll help you through it and help you out. If you got my number, give me a call. Look on the website. My phone number's on there if you're a detective enough. And we can set you up and we can get it taken care of. Be a blessing to these children in Haiti this year and help us make a difference in a child's life. Just a glimmer of hope in a place that doesn't really seem to have any. Join with us this year. globalprovision.org, chuck@paypal.org. God will bless you. I'm going to love you. $25 or more, I'm going to send you a mug. And you can think about me every morning when you drink your morning cup of coffee. God love you. I'll see you next Sunday night.